Hey everyone, this is Thompson, Doctor of Audiology. Every Tuesday I release a video here on this YouTube channel. This Tuesday I want to discuss two stories from real patients who I've worked with. And these patients were looking for help for hearing. They ended up trying different types of online hearing aids, and I want to share the pros and cons from their experiences of using different online hearing aids. So situation number one. I was working with a patient and they needed some help with hearing. We determined that they had a previous hearing test, it showed a high frequency partial hearing loss, and they needed some help understanding speech from their family and friends in social situations. I discussed that there's options to get hearing aids online. There's also in-person options from a clinic. There's various prices, and there's various degrees of effectiveness within each avenue, whether that's online hearing aids or in-person care. I counseled them that some hearing aids would be better than others, but based on the hearing test result information that we had, I recommended certain devices, certain styles over others. From there, I didn't talk to this patient for a month. They reached out back to me and we spoke, and they told me that they went ahead and they had gotten multiple pairs of online hearing aids. The first pair didn't really work, it didn't fit in the ear quite properly, and it didn't sound that good. So that was not a success, and unfortunately that was money that was spent and then lost unless they tried to return it to the online hearing aid dealer. They told me which kind of hearing aids they got online. I went and did some research, and it wouldn't have been a top 10 pick from my side of things. It can be hard as the consumer here to understand which kinds of online hearing aids are reputable and which ones you should probably avoid. An audiologist like myself typically has a finer eye for these kinds of things. So they got the first pair of hearing aids, no good. They tried again with another pair of hearing aids from a different company. Still, that didn't work that well either. So they tried two online hearing aids and it didn't work for them, partially because of the technology they ordered and the lack of services attached to that technology. That patient ended up having much more success from an in-person clinic, and I was able to guide them via telehealth as their independent audiologist throughout this whole process. So that was a big success. They ended up being very happy. Now, a second case where someone was interested in online hearing aids is quite interesting. So this patient was first sent to me to work with tinnitus, and as their telehealth audiologist, discussed that I did recommend hearing aids for their high frequency hearing loss. That would help with their hearing and it would help with their tinnitus. So this patient looked at an online hearing aid option and an in-person clinic option. As their independent audiologist, I wanted to give them the best information I could about what was out there to help them make the best decision for their needs, for their budget, all those factors considered. So we learned that there's online hearing aids sold by a company that has good services, and there were similar types of hearing aids from a similar manufacturer that were sold in person at their local clinic. So they pursued both paths simultaneously, the in-person clinic and the online hearing aid route. And they essentially wanted to get hearing aids set up to be equal. So they wanted the same type of hearing aids, the same style, the same programs, the same functions, connected to smartphone, rechargeable, all from the same manufacturer, all of these things. And so they were able to see the difference between telehealth, about doing all of these kind of work remotely, and then going to an in-person clinic where they would have to get the hearing aids programmed when they're connected to a computer. Their experience was that the newer telehealth company was an easier experience. Things happened faster, it was more convenient because they were able to adjust them from their home. The in-person clinic was standard and it was satisfactory, but compared to telehealth, it seemed sort of older technology, a little outdated. Now, There's some benefits to having an in-person clinic, like real ear verification, which is verifying the hearing aid in your ear is working well. And there's also some benefits of being able to go to an in-person clinic to have something adjusted, repaired quicker. However, the telehealth route, if it's through a reputable company, and reach out to me if you have further questions on this so I can have a consultation, advise you on this. Certain online hearing aid companies are positioning themselves to have excellent services and be able to provide good technology for you. So the current update is that this patient is actively in the trial period for both of these hearing aids, and they're going to go to situations like a restaurant or a work situation, hang out with family when there's background noise so they can try to compare, am I hearing any different between one pair of hearing aids and the other? No surprise, the telehealth online model was much more affordable for the patient, and they liked the progressive aspect of being able to use the technology for how it's designed to. I wanted to share this little case study of some pros and cons of online hearing aids, and as we do here, I release a video every Tuesday on my YouTube channel, and I wanted to make sure to get this video out to share a fun, up-to-date knowledge and experience of what's going on in the world of me, Dr. Thompson, and telehealth. Thank you guys. Please subscribe and like this video. It does mean a lot to me. I appreciate every one of you who watches this, and that's why I wake up in the mornings eager and excited to make this video. Thank you so much. Bye.